everyone! Welcome to Cricut Time! If you like this video, subscribe for more project ideas and tutorials on all things Cricut. For today's tutorial, I will show you how to use your Cricut to cut balsa wood. I'll walk you through the extra steps you need to take if you want to cut out a thick material like this. If you're using a Cricut Maker or Maker 3, you can cut materials up to 2.4 millimeters thick. For this project, I will be using some balsa wood that I picked up on Amazon. I'll include a link in the description below. The design I'm doing today will be using both wood and vinyl. I have a leftover piece of vinyl from another project here. I'll put it down on a green mat and use a brayer to make sure it's stuck down smoothly. Now you can pop it into your Cricut. On projects like this with thin writing, make sure you're using a green mat that is sticky. Otherwise, you could run into trouble when you're cutting. Now it's time to do the weeding. For really thin writing like this, I'll need to do reverse weeding to make it work. Take some transfer tape and stick it to the design. Use your scraper tool to stick the transfer tape to the vinyl really well. Take it off the mat and flip it over. Stick it back on the mat, upside down, so the transfer tape is stuck to the mat. Use your scraper tool again to stick it back down to the mat. Peel off the backing paper, and then carefully and slowly weed the excess vinyl off the design. When you're all done, you'll be left with just the design. Now let's move on to the balsa wood. When you're cutting balsa wood, you need to use a strong grit mat, which is the purple mat. Stick your wood down and use a brayer to make a firm bond between the wood and the mat. Now take some tape and secure all four sides down to the mat. The goal here is to prevent any movement on the mat. To avoid getting sticky residue on your blade, make sure the tape isn't in the area that will be cut out. This mat is ready to go. Now let's get the machine ready. For thick materials like this, there are two things we need to do. There are 4 little star wheels here. These all need to be moved over to the right-hand side so they don't leave imprints in the wood. Next, we need to switch the blade to the knife blade. Just take your normal blade out of clamp B and pop this one in. The knife blade can only be used in the Maker and Maker 3. Now you can pop the mat into your Cricut. This part is going to take a while, as your machine will make many passes so that it cuts all the way through. Keep an eye on it as it cuts, just to make sure that none of the wood fibers come loose. My machine is done cutting, so now I can pull off the tape. I'll just carefully pop this out, and it's ready for the vinyl. Now I can line the design up into position. I'll just use my scraper tool to stick the vinyl down. Now I can pull off the transfer paper. All I have to do now is put it into position, and this lovely fall hanger is ready to go. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more project ideas and tutorials on all things Cricut.